All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to an edition of the Uper Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. How's everyone doing today? Merry Christmas. I'm actually shooting this on Christmas. I got to sneak away. Santa Claus was very nice to the children, so Dad got to spend some time in his garage shooting his video. And because it's a special day, we are smoking a very special cigar. A Colibra. Colibra means snake. The actual name of it is the Behemoth Twins. Again, it's by Diesel Sideshow. Last year, I did go all out and I smoked both of these cigars at the same time. Kind of a pain in the ass to keep lit, and very much a interesting. I'm glad I did it. It was an interesting sensation to smoke two cigars at once. I do not recommend it. What you're supposed to do is unwrap them. I kind of went into the history the last time I smoked these cigars. Do I have a cutter here? That'll probably work. These were given to the wrappers. Usually there's three of them. You give one to your brother, usually one to your dad, and one to your grandpa. Because you're expected to smoke cigars, or the women who roll are expected to take home some cigars for the males in their family. In Cuba, you usually have multiple generations. So smoking with friends, smoking by yourself, although they're all bent up, they do smoke. They have great draw, actually. So we're going to start with the more Connecticut wrapper. Go ahead and get this one cut. Give her a light, and then we'll get to the drink here. So live lighting, again, I use a V cutter on mine. Just my favorite type of cut. Let's get this sucker lit now. Give her a little toast. Delicious. Kind of a fun cigar again to smoke. Good draw, though, for a cigar that's twisted and tied up. No complaints there. It's a good cigar. All right, for the drink tonight, we have another one on the rocks, the classic daiquiri. One of my favorite rums, cruising rum. Favorite college rum. Used to be one that I would drink quite a bit in college, and just out of college was the cruisin' rums. Good rums, good price. There you go, nice little daiquiri, a classic daiquiri. Let's give this a little try here. Woo, that's a daiquiri. Nice and sweet. Don't mind that at all. So anyway, hopefully you guys had a good Christmas. This video will be coming out, if all goes well, on New Year's Day. So happy New Year's, folks. I'm glad to be here with you in the new year. Again, I'm talking the future. I shoot these about a week in advance. So, how was your year? 2023, that's one that'll go down in the books, am I right? Yeah, lots of craziness on the old Uper Farmer homestead here. Luckily, I still kept the same job that I started the year with. I'm still working for the state. So go me. Having some fun with that job. I'm driving around the state, talking about environmental health. A lot of fun. Good times. Glad we could do that. Our exchange student left this year. We finished off our year with our exchange student. Absolutely wonderful experience. Highly recommend, if at all possible, if you can take an exchange student into your home and into your life. It's otherworldly opportunities you're giving them. I'm a firm believer. I would do anything to have my kids actually go on an exchange program to another country. Just to actually live how someone else lives, to experience their culture. We probably will get another exchange student in the near future. I'm not sure when. As the other big piece of news is that I got homeschooling mama pregnant again. We talked about that in a couple of videos, quite unexpected. 6 kids, now going to go to 7. That's just interesting. A lot of fun and excitement there. But because of that, we're probably not going to take another exchange student for quite a while. At least a year. So we get used to our new baby and whatnot, and kind of grow and play and love and learn with it just being our immediate family. But I do see us getting another exchange student. Our oldest, Swedish Compass, is really looking forward to having her a roommate. Getting a female exchange student that can stay in her room this time, because her brother, Vashman, had our exchange student lived in his room, slept in his room. So Swedish Compass is kind of hoping in the next year or two we can get another exchange student. Other big events, the kids rocked it again this year in the farmers market. They kind of dialed it back. It definitely is not one of their hardest earning years, but they still worked just as hard. They ran market 2 days a week during the summer. They had an absolute blast doing it. They didn't sell as much. The market we went to is definitely on the smaller side of the world of farmers markets. But again, they had an absolute great time doing it. And they kept up with it. Again, marketing, making products, profit margins, it was all them. They did awesome. Most of the time, me and Homeschool Mama would just drop them off at market and kind of go do our own thing. So that was pretty cool. Other big happenings, besides the kids kicking butt in farmers market, Swedish Compass was asked to actually do some evangelization programs for teens, to set up and run these teen programs. Super excited for her with that. So she's currently doing that. She'll finish that up here in the new year, but she started it beforehand. Kids are looking at other ways to expand their business. Our garden, we finally had a good, successful garden after getting a lot of deer protection up. Get a lot of deer protection out there, and doing some new planting strategies. We did some plant by the square foot theories, so some high intensity gardening. Not my favorite, I'm going to admit, not my favorite at all. We also put 5 or 6 deer in the freezer. So every kid was successful who could hunt. Again, their licenses only let them start hunting at 10. But every single one of them that was above 10 got a deer. Swedish Compass got 2. You can reference those stories back in the catalog here if you want to hear about the successful hunts that they had. Next year, the landowner wants us to hit it even harder. He wants at least 10, if not 20 deer taken off the property. The reason we do it, one, is for food subsistence. We have not had to buy meat in months now. 4 or 5 months we have not bought a single pound of meat. We've just been living out of the game, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. That's amazing. But the main reason, besides food subsistence, is we're also doing wildlife management for this farmer. The landowner really wants us out there controlling the deer herd and the deer population. He also likes the opportunity for young kids to learn about hunting, to actually get a deer and learn about dragging it out, learn about gutting it, learn about processing it and skinning it and all that. I believe when all said was said and done, we got approximately, I think it was 120 pounds of meat that we put in the freezer. So we're going to be eating that for quite a while. A lot of it is in jerky and pepperoni sticks. We do that because the kids like to take those to basketball practices and basketball games. It's quick, high protein, a little bit of salt, give them some energy so they can go. And again, they really enjoy being able to have that, and they share with their teammates, which their teammates definitely enjoy having some extra little protein and some salts that they can share with their teammates. We are doing basketball and cheer. We did basketball and cheer. We're just finishing those up this year. So again, they're doing better. Fairy Dancer, this is her first year on the basketball team. She's not able to play. She's still a greenhorn. She can't play yet. But Wild and Free Roll-Off can actually get out on the courts and play. So very excited for her. No boyfriends or girlfriends to talk about. So thank God for that. Another year dodged that bullet. Vashman is slowly but steadily learning how to drive. Very slowly, but steadily learning how to drive. Hopefully by the time spring rolls around, we'll have him with his level 2 license and have him have enough confidence that he'll feel that he can go out on his own and actually drive and be safe and whatnot. Swedish Compass got her first job this year. Good for her. Vashman has applied for a bunch, has not gotten many offers, hasn't gotten any offers. But we're still trying. Still trying to find him something. So hopefully something crops up here soon. I think we're going to have to start hitting a little bit further out, hit towards the big city. To try and find him a job, because a lot of these small town places, they can still be a little choosy with their employees. Yeah, I know real other big projects. I'm doing a lot of brewing. Hypothetically, doing a lot of distilling, right? Learning about that, should we say? Learning about it, hypothetically. Which is fun, learning that hobby. I did a little fun project that I just was able to convert. I have an insert to turn my wood stove into a pellet stove. Got to build that myself. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think those are the big things this year, 2023. Glad to see you go. 2024, one of my resolutions I want to try is I can't drink anything that I didn't directly brew. So basically, no more buying beer, no more buying spirits, hypothetically. If I want to have a nice wine with dinner, I better get brewing to it, better look ahead, better plan ahead for the future. So only really hitting what I brew. Might be kind of fun. Looking at a couple of bigger outdoor projects. I really want to try and get the greenhouse up. We really need one here. I mean, it's great to get the deer-proof garden. We're just going to keep developing that grow plot, so we'll get a lot of good vegetables. We did slaughter off. I guess I forgot about that. We did slaughter off all of our meat rabbits. We kind of forgot to breed them for about 6 months, and if you don't keep them bred, they all of a sudden go sterile at their ages. So we tried, couldn't get them to take, so they're in the freezer. We might get rabbits again. We might scale down our operation for rabbits and just have more of, maybe 3 or 4 and just set to a good breeding schedule for them. And then really work on harvesting them for their meat. Not a lot of people want to buy rabbits that often, so we're just probably going to switch solely to meat rabbits. But the only other big plans for 2024 looking forward is to survive. Our world is in absolute turmoil right now. So much so that the Sunday homily, or the Christmas homily, was about war and bloodshed and how Bethlehem, this will be the first time in many hundreds of years they canceled Christmas. There'll be no Christmas celebrations due to the rampant wars going on. not good. It wasn't exactly a fire and brimstone homily. It's more just a very depressing homily. But priest isn't wrong. We're entering into interesting times, as the saying goes, and we're going to see what happens. I'm a firm believer that something's brewing, right? Something's coming down the pipes. We're going to continue to try to be prepared for everything. Keep looking towards that future, hoping nothing does happen, but presidential elections, conflicts on multiple theaters. Hopefully those of us here in Uperland can stave off what might be coming. But anyway, enough with that. Again, the new year, we're looking, will be, when you watch this video, we'll probably be in the midst of a epic Risk game, as we like to play Risk. To ring in the new year, we like to simulate war. There's a little irony for you there. But yeah, hopefully you all had a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, just so you know, I did get a lot of my Christmas spirit back. Just in time, slid in under the radar. I was able to get in that Christmas mood and Christmas celebration. I'm still thriving on some of the Christmas morning energy that I'm, sitting here and listening to kids play and whatnot. But anyway, folks, I'm going to keep my Christmas spirit up. Looking towards the new year. Happy New Year's, ladies and gentlemen. I hope 2024 treats us better than 2023 and whatnot, and that we kind of get our heads on straight, because this world is going weird. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Calibra. Maybe I'll put a little video of that one being lit. Probably not, though. I'll just end it here. It's getting long. So you guys, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one.